See if you can choose one answer after reading the topic. You can leave your answers in the chat box. People from YouTube, you can leave in the comment section. All right, I started getting an alphabet here. I'm seeing two people gave answers as D as alphabet. Shushma says a 3dx. Again, it's a D. Let me give a few more seconds to watch out others' answers also. Magesh is D. Okay. All right. To answer this question, first thing, somebody should know some of the theories available in project management. If not, you can answer this question. Where can I read it? In a Rita 11th edition book, you can read it. In Pimbok 7th edition book, you can read it. Or you just Google it, project management theories. It will give you 20, 25 theories. You'll be like, what? Should I read this much? Not that much is needed for the main exam. Main exam focus on few areas. In our classes in PMP, somewhere you have seen these theories. Now, let me go to the question itself. Help me in this question, which sentence or which word I have to be cautious while I'm reading.
Organizational changes.
Okay, let me start from the beginning. You are a lead project manager. Okay, this guy is pointing to somebody. Project manager, this answers who is being targeted. Recently, the team went through a major changes. Oh man, this is major, bigger, right? Bigger changes. Okay, I'm hearing from you. This is key term. Okay, right. Then what?
And
Team
team has
streamline.
lacked ambition.
Okay. Look at the way these guys are coming. Manager seems
Team
closely
success.
monitor what time employees arrive and leave for the work, which is a good role, right? A manager has to do this, isn't it?
No, this
Should we
is
do this?
micro level
Mm.
management. Supposed to be not to be.
Okay. You over here, she says that she's concerned that the team lacks ambition. Okay. What type of management style does John exhibit? What style exhibit? Now I'm seeing D. Is it because this person is watching closely? We call it micromanagement. Is the only reason? And what theory X mentions? If somebody read the book already, what theory X mentions?
Managers should be supportive and participative.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So, so theory X talks about, since you all put the answers, let me put the answer also here. You're right. Let's go with answer D. Douglas McGregor wrote this theory called Theory X and Theory Y. Two models, okay? Theory X and Theory Y. John exhibits the characteristics of a Theory X manager who believes that the people do not like the work. Really? Because because John thinks people do not like the work, this person looks into what time you arrive, what time you go. But Shri, you know what? If a person comes late, leave early, then how the work will get complete? I would agree with John, should keep an eye on them. Possibly, you can argue for it. But there is something called theory Y. In theory Y, the theory Y person believes that people are self organized, which means they can do the job. Now here, theory X person have a little to no ambition and need constant supervision, right? So here they use an authoritarian style. This is not a good style in projects where you need people to be successful as a high performing team. So if you put a pressure on them on this area, people don't want to work. If I go 100 years back, 50 years back, this is the norm of work. People watch out what time you come, what time you go. Some of the work are knowledge-based work. Some of the work are not knowledge-based or physical labor job. If you go for a knowledge-based work, you expect people to be more organized on their own. You expect people to think on their own. For example, if somebody comes to office who work in office only for 6 hours, and there is one person comes to office and stay in the office for 9 hours. In some job, your hours does not tell that how productive you did the job. Is this true? Is this true in some job? Hours does not say that. Even 6 hours, somebody would have done an excellent job. Is it possible? Possible, right? So, whereas when I go for a manufacturing company a few years back, can I say that I need this person 9 hours in the company, then only they can do all physical labor? Can I argue for that? Few years back. Yeah. Still, then people don't like it. And don't think that 100 days back people liked it. But there is a no other go, people went for it. But now, but by the way, this theory a pretty old theory, okay? But if I look at that from agile, hybrid, or project management current model, theory X is something like a taxing people or watching people closely. They are not liking it. Rather, you can guide the people closely. Stay closely, guide them. Tell them that I'm there to support you. Even if you fail, I'm ready to help you. That kind of closeness is acceptable. Whereas standing behind the shoulder and watching what you're doing, people don't like it. Even children at your home will not like this idea. You go and watch them frequently, they hate to the core. That's what's happening. Very simple question. If you read the theory already, if you don't know the theory, at least you learned there is something called Theory X, Theory Y by Douglas McGregor. Time permits, Google it and read it, or go to PMP book or a PMBOK book, you will get this content. All right, let's hit one more question. Let's go for one more question. Here is another question. Up, leaked out pretty faster. Bad on me. I clicked the wrong button. But do anyone already thought this answer before I click it? I was pretty quick to click the answer, but let's go by the answer description and understand the question here. Joining a new company as a project manager, Mia is facing some struggles since her supervisor noticed that during a kickoff meeting, she struggled to answer questions on how the project aligns with the organization's goals. What critical skill is Mia lacking here? Now, in this question, can you help me? Which is a critical area? Which words I have to be careful to watch out?
She struggles to answer.
Struggles to answer, right? Struggles. It is that she is kickoff meeting. Okay, but this struggling is something is not acceptable in a role of manager.
Yes, manager should have clarity of mind.
She is a new
Okay.
joinee, and
Okay.
this is in context to organization goals. Maybe she is lacking organization or like what they are into, maybe
Uh-huh.
culture,
Since
or
she's
what's
an
their
since
strategy, something related to organization. If it is related to the role, maybe she would have given some responses, but related to the organization, maybe she is not completely aware of the organization
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Okay. So joining a new company, definitely we have some learning curve. But at the same time, if somebody noted down you're struggling there, it's not the question going towards what the manager is saying. If they're asking what critical skill mayors are lacking. Now, when I read this question, I may think in two directions. One is Mia is a new person, just started. Okay. Her supervisor noticed it. Now, what I can expect here is should the supervisor take any action or Mia herself to understand what she or he has to do? Two ways I have to see this part. In some exam questions, they will explain this and then they'll ask here what supervisor to take action here. Or they leave it in this way, what you are lagging. When I'm in a hurry to read a question, I will try to see what supervisor has to do. So in exam question, always look out for who is being targeted and read the last sentence of the question, right? When you do these 2 points, chances are you may get some clarity who is being actually targeted. In exam question, if people make mistakes, mostly people do mistakes on not understanding who is being asked to take action. They miss this portion that hits the answers badly. Okay, since I clicked it, we got the answer already, and it says as business management and strategic skills. Why this came in? Let's understand that. There are three categories of skill sets that make up the PMI talent triangle. I believe we have seen this in our classes called PMI talent triangle. One is you call as business, right? Business acumen or business strategy or business knowledge or domain knowledge, right? Business strategy or business acumen, they talk about it. We call about business management and strategic skills in the bottom. And other side, we have something called way of working. This also goes by technical project management skills, how I'm going to do the project. Other one is leadership skills. Do anyone know what is here?
People
People.
management.
Uh-huh. Can I also use the word power skills? Possibly. Or you talk about people stuff. It comes in, right? So now, business needs of the project, how aligned with the organization goals. Rightly, somebody said it's more of organizational goals. If you come back to the question, you are new to the company. Of course, you don't know much about the company. Facing struggles since the supervisor noticed during a kickoff meeting, she struggled to answer the question how the project aligns. If I want to read this whole question, I will keep an idea here. She is struggling to align. What do you mean by align, Shri? In a company, they have a top level vision. And the vision, what I can do the next one? Mission will be there. From the mission, you will have
Strategy.
strategy will be there. Now, this strategy can go down to who? LOB. What is LOB stands for?
Line of business.
Line of business, or I can also call as
Portfolio.
portfolio. Below portfolio, what will happen?
Programs, projects.
Program. Below program, what can happen?
Projects.
Project. I can have a project here. Oh my God. You mean Leah is here somewhere? Yeah, it is. She's here. She's here. But man, it's so unfair. You're asking her, sitting from here, you are asking me to tell me how this LOB, how it is mapped here. Is it too much ask for a project manager? Is it too much ask?
No.
It is a basic thing. Really, you should know how it is aligned. It's pretty important. Which, yeah, you have to talk something on ROI. What does ROI stands for?
Return on investment.
Return on equity.
Return on investment,
Investment.
right? Right. So you talk payback period. You talk NPV, right? You talk about net present value. You will talk all these parameters, but this is different. This is dollar value only. But the ask here is, I want you to know about how this work, what I'm doing here, aligns with the strategy. If I can't explain it properly, I can listen to some other group, and that is called PMO. Can I talk to PMO to get more detail? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes.
Or if you're working in an agile company, you will have something called VDO, value, delivery, office, right? You should talk to them. What I should talk to them, Shri? You ought to talk to them, buddy. Can you help me? What is the KPI? What is the OKR? What OKR stands for? That's a new movie name, Shri. No. OKR stands for Objectives and Key Results. Objectives and key results, the most popular one in the world. It was highlighted very much by Google in 2000 beginning. That got popular. Yeah, OKR is objectives and key results. What objective we have? What is the key result? Below this, we have something called a KPI. KPI stands for what?
Key performance
Key
indicator.
performance
Key
index.
performance
Key
index.
performance indicator. But Shri, you know what? I'm a project manager, man. Give me Microsoft project. Give me Excel sheet. Give me Jira board. I will do this. I'll go for the meetings. I'm Agile team. I'll do stand-up meeting. Non-Agile team, I'll sit and talk to the team, make the work happen. That's it. Leave me. Don't bug me. If you say that, nice. But if you're a junior level manager, you can do this. But once you become a senior level manager, more than 7 years, 8 years, 9 years of experience, you cannot play the game that I will do only my project. Even if you do that, people don't see the value coming out of it if you cannot explain them. When I say people, your team members, if you can't explain them, what is the vision, why this project started? Let me help one other point before I go further down. Do anyone know where I can read this, why this project is started? What is the benefit of the project? Which document I can read this?
Charter. No.
Business case.
Business case, benefit
Mhm.
management plan.
Nice. All are good. Coming up, but there is something called business case. In business case document, someone has to write the proposal, isn't it? You have to tell why in the whole world I should choose this project. Should I say that? Should I say that?
Yes.
And reading this, like this, they will have 10 projects in the pipeline. Reading this, the senior management will choose this project, reject some of them, isn't it? When your why is strong, the why connects with what? Vision of your company, isn't it? Vision of your company. It should be there. But see, you mean this project is not connected? Should I ignore it? It is also connected, but maybe it is not giving this one. Maybe, right? Maybe, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know this. Or maybe it is not meeting something called value. Wow, this much thing I should know? Yes, if you're a manager, you should know this. Why I'm saying this today in the classes, if anyone preparing for job interview, at least prepare in this way. When you prepare an interview, have this a triangle with you. First, talk about your business very well. Take a white paper, write at least 4 bullet points about your business clearly. And talk about the way of working, how your company do schedule management, cost management, agile, sprint planning, or in a plan-driven project, work breakdown structure. Learn how this is done. Write 4 bullet points. And here on the power skills, write few bullet points to talk about how you handle conflict management, negotiation skills, communication ability, and team formation, psychological safety, how an agile team will work, how a plan-driven work. You put some points. If I have 12 points, if I have this 12 points, more than enough to clear at least 3 to 4 rounds of interview. Really? Will it help me? Of course it help you. When you do this, this all should have some timeline of the work, when you did it. You should have real examples. It should not be made up, but real examples should be there. You'll tell that in the year 2003, 2023, I did this. And kind of if you put the bullet points, that will really, really help in the interview. Because in interviews, when you choose a project manager, they look for the managers who have the business knowledge, who has a way of working understood. Now, coming back here. So now Mia is saying that, okay, I'm lacking here on critical skills. I should learn it. So she will go back and read all this stuff. At the same time, she also knows all these parameters of why a project is happening. Only then you become a powerful project manager. Now, question to you. What is your experience in the projects? Do you start learning business case before you choose the project? What is your experience? You can be brutally honest, because when I started my career in management, I don't even know such thing business case exist. Somebody gives me the work, I'll start doing it. Have anyone been there like that? The work
Yes.
comes to
Yes.
you. Work comes to you in an email. Hey, you have to start this work from May month. I'll be more interested. Who will be my team member? Will I have travel to different country? What will happen? So, what will be my package? Will I get a promotion?
Yeah.
So, it's a typical, right? Of course, at least I didn't think in this direction. Later, sometime when I started reading management books, I start seeing that, okay, that's also important, but let's understand where it originated. You know what? When I go back and ask this documents, no one will give me the document. No one knows about it. But it takes some time to collect the documents, and take every day 30 minutes or 20 minutes, sit and read. What is the business case? Why it is happening? What is the release timelines? What is the first baseline, second baseline? What is the MVP? Who all team involved here? If I don't deliver, who will be impacted? If you deliver on time, who will be impacted? If I do anything, escalation, whom it will go? What is RACI chart? Where it is getting in the hierarchy, who will be impacted? What is the organizational breakdown structure? It will take 1 month to read all this stuff. But after 1 month, when you go to any conference about this project or any meeting, in the room, they will talk first 15 minutes very much this. Yeah, stage will come, team will get a deadlock. They don't know how to move. You will be the only person to tell that, guys, as per the business case, this should have been done. It should have been done in this way. Where are we? Your questions will make 5 people in the room to think, because you invested 1 month time of learning. Without investment, can you get the benefit back? Can you? Tough, isn't it? Without sowing the seeds, I don't know, you can expect the plants to grow up. It won't happen. There are many people go to corporate job without reading the project and expecting somehow they'll do it. Somehow you cannot do. If you shine as a project manager like Mia, we will struggle in the room. So we have to learn the skills. So why I spent this much of time in this question is, it is for your job interview. PMI in examination expect you to have this knowledge of talent triangle. So please spend some time to read this talent triangle. Align this in the chapter called leadership. What is the chapter number in the Rita book? Do anyone know the chapter number? 17 is for Agile. What is for leadership? 16, 14?
5.
5. 5. Thanks for the answer. If you're searching for Rita 11th edition book, in the book you will see chapter number 5. They talk about leadership. Please read it carefully. Many questions will come in examination. All right. Was it a good learning today?